G'day world and welcome back to Stuff We Do, where we do all the knife stuff you love. Knife reviews, knife tests, knife modifications and outdoor stuff with knives. Today we are doing the full review on the KANSEPT HELLX. Okay, let's start off with a few specs. This knife is almost 23 centimeters long, and that is, well, very close to 9 inches. Blade length a smidge under 4 inches. I think they say it's 3.6, and in centimeters that will be 9 something centimeters. Let's quickly, at the fattest part the blade is almost 4 centimeters, 3.5 and a bit, and inches, 1.5 inch flat. Let's see if we can get some blade stock on this. What does that say? 0.12 inches, and I think that's 3 millimeters. Yes, pretty much 3 millimeters. And then, oh, I wanted to show you this because it is quite a skinny knife overall. Millimeters, 12.1, and that is 0.48 inches. Okay, so it carries fantastically. Okay, now I love this knife. Okay, so I might be a bit biased. I love the designer, Mikkel Willumsen, and he's known for urban tactical, and I suppose that's why we have a lot of jumping here at the back. Flipper tab is fantastic. It does have a little bit of jumping on it, quite small, but it shoots out like nobody's business. Okay, overall I love the look of this knife. Okay, D2, G10 and anodized stainless steel, but let's start at the blade. Okay, we have the KANSEPT logo over there, which is beautiful. Then it says, I think that's the serial number, and D2, and over here it says Hellx. Okay, I know that the production runs, they wanted to call this thing the gas giant, and I'm very glad they didn't, because Hellx sounds a hell of a lot cooler. Okay, the handle. I've been cutting things with it, and initially I thought that these open, what do you call this, liners over here would dig into you and would feel annoying, but it doesn't. This knife is an ergonomic miracle, okay, because if you look at it, it looks like it's going to be uncomfortable, but it's not. If you choke up on this thing, it's fantastic. Okay, if you hold it normally, it's fantastic. If you, for some other, I don't know, tactical reason want to do this, it's great. Okay, maybe if you want to cut fruit high from a tree, I don't know. It works in every grip. It's fantastic in every grip. Okay, so I really enjoy holding this knife and using this knife. The blade being so tall makes it quite thin behind the edge. It is a fantastic slicer. I don't have paper or anything with me. One of the other videos I did, I was cutting things. I cannot remember if it was the random Mother's Day video. I haven't sharpened it yet, but it's still extremely sharp. They call this a tanto blade. Now, do you see there's a point over here? Okay, now, I suppose that's where they get the tanto from. Now, I'm sure if you sharpen this thing, after a while, it's going to be a normal drop point. Still fantastic. It's got a swedge at the top. The tip is quite thin. The blade is also, well, it's not thinner than anything else, but because it's so big, it looks thin. And like I said, the geometry, because it's so tall, makes it fantastic. Has a lanyard hull at the back, but it's not anything that annoys me. It's just a wonderful lanyard hull. So if you want to put a lanyard on this, I don't know, maybe if you want to do some light chopping, then the lanyard could be helpful. Pocket clip is fantastic. Unfortunately, only one side, tip up, right hand carry. Pocket screws are not countersunk, but there's enough space. It didn't bother me at all. Pocket clip is wonderful. Not too much, not, yeah, it's just right. Goldilocks. And I even like this little dog leg looking pocket clip, so that's quite awesome. I love this knife. Like I said, I don't know if many other people will love it, but I love this knife. Now, I have 3 Mikkel Willumsen knives. Not custom knives, they are way too expensive for me, but things that I acquired over the years. Number 1, this bad boy. Okay, this is the, I think it's Lansky Mikkel Willumsen knife. Okay, so definitely not as big as the KANSEPT, but you can kind of see the influence there. And then one of my favorite knives ever, this bad boy. This is the Black Fox Hagen. Okay, also a Mikkel Willumsen design. Can you see the similarities? Okay, this is a full 4-inch blade and it's a bit bigger overall than this one, but not by a lot. Okay, so the handle length is pretty much the same. And then, yeah, but you can see the murder grind and the murdered out things. Okay, so I love the Hagens, but it's just too big and too heavy and too tank-like to carry for your normal day-to-day. This one, I think, James Knives, in one of the comments he left, he said, this is a wonderful knife, but everything feels a bit rough on it. Okay, and I must agree, it's built like an absolute tank, this thing. The thumb studs acting as stops, it's got thick blade, thick liners, it's a beast of a thing. But it's very heavy. This one is 5 point something ounces, which is fine. I love it. It's great. It might be a bit heavy, but for the amount of knife you have with you, this is fantastic. But this thing is a bit rough. Okay. So I think, as far as the Mikkel Willumsen design knives that I have, this is my favorite EDC out of all of them. And I love this thing, if I haven't said it enough. Okay. That's my quick video. We're at home today because of the woman that normally works here, she's got COVID, so we're all on lockdown for isolation for a few days. So I had time to do this. Okay. And it's Thursday. Congratulations, we're almost there. Okay, stay safe, happy. If you made it this far in this video, please give it a thumbs up and click the subscribe button. Stay safe, happy, and have a good one. Goodbye.